What are your thoughts about Louisiana as a state?
I am a tireless promoter of Louisiana as a state. I love our state. I'm a lifelong resident, obviously, and think that we have so much to offer America. And what a wonderful story we have to tell about the cultural diversity that exists in Louisiana. And as I say in a presentation I do called Why Louisiana Ain't Mississippi, it's a presentation all about Louisiana's unique nature. And I talk about this happy blend of religious zeal and joie de vivre that exists only in our state and that comes together and enables us to create a very unique and wonderful atmosphere that makes Louisianians proud of where they live and ought to make us a place that is attractive to those who want to come in and live, invest, and retire here. And that's the story I want to tell as Lieutenant Governor, and that's the mission I'll have as Lieutenant Governor.
What about the country?
I'm forever optimistic, and I'm forever optimistic about our country. We have a lot of problems, we have a lot of travails, we have a lot of challenges right now, but I believe in America and I believe in Americans and their ability to make certain that as a nation we prosper and that individually we prosper. And so I have a high degree of confidence that America can right our ship and turn it in a direction away from where we're headed right now and go on to a bright sunset.
It's fashionable in some political circles to say that we're over. It's done. You know, we need to just relegate ourselves and fall in line behind others. I've never believed that.
I don't think most Americans believe that. That may be a viewpoint that some who are trying to undermine America would like to see us advocate, but I don't sense that in the American fabric at all.
What is your hope for the future?
Well, I hope the future of our state is going to be one that's on sound fiscal footing with prioritized spending and a plan to market Louisiana as a great place to visit, a wonderful place to invest, and a beautiful place to retire. And that's what I hope is Louisiana's future. That's the role I want to play in trying to help shape that future. And obviously my hope for America is continued prosperity and a road to peace and an opportunity for our country to flourish. I don't think it's much different than what most people would say they'd like to see for America. And I believe that can happen. I believe it will happen. I think we need changes in leadership in Washington at the top, and I think we need to move Congress back to a Republican-controlled entity that is going to think with fiscal responsibility. And I hope and I think that can happen.
I've asked you a lot of questions. Anything that you expected me to ask you that I didn't ask you about?
No, not really. I think you've covered a wide variety of subjects, and it's been an interesting discussion. The only thing I would say back to my race, because I do want to talk about the Lieutenant Governor's race, and to encourage people to look very carefully at me and my opponent and our ability to handle this job, manage an agency of state government, be in a position to lead Louisiana forward, and to examine our past record and to examine carefully my past record. I have a record of public service that's very clear, and a record of accomplishment and effectiveness and ability to be able to bring all types of people together in Louisiana to prove that we can be productive. And I hope that people will look at us on a comparative basis and recognize what a fiscal conservative looks like as a Republican, what a liberal Democrat looks like, someone with a broad base of support from traditional liberal Democrats and a record of contributing to liberal Democrats, and decide, is that what we want, or do we want a more fiscal conservative path for Louisiana?
Anything else you'd like to say?
I don't believe.
Our guest today has been Jay Dardenne, Secretary of State, running for Lieutenant Governor of Louisiana. Thanks, Jay.
Thanks, Ted. Good to see you.